Uh, Please hit the like when you come in here. Also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lion Den, basketball and boxing community, and salute to the people that rock with me, my day ones as well as my new subs. Um, get out the street, man. Um, all right, let's get right to it, man. Last night, Joel Embiid made his much anticipated debut. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna base everything off of one game. He still gotta get in the rhythm. We took that L to New York. He's always from the free throw line. He's always struggled against New York, and he's often in the first half of games against New York. He's often struggled because New York is a they're a scrappy team, and they're mobile. And Joel Embiid, he struggles. He tends to struggle with that. What's up, Ted? What's up, the real? I see y'all in here. He tends to struggle with that. Now, he only had 13 points, but my concern wasn't necessarily with that. It was after the game and what he said. When he went to the locker room, I can understand that. I mean, we got to realize, man, that he is playing with a brace, but uh, it's still no excuses because you chose to sit out. Now you gotta force the team to play at your rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta force the team to get behind you with your type of mentality. Shaquille O'Neal had basically stated that if you're if you're a championship player and you're motivated and the team sees that, they're gonna fall in line with that. But if you're saying after the game, well, I need to get evaluated. If you're gonna play back to backs, all this other nonsense right after the reporters ask you after you get done playing, you should be highly motivated to play. You're playing now, so without question, you should be able to step out there. What's up, Alex? I see you in here. I don't want to hear none of this stuff about you and Paul George or any of that stuff because Paul George he actually played pretty good. You know, like I said, Paul George has to have someone next to him in order to play somewhat decent. He can't carry the load like he once used to. But I'm not gonna base everything off of just one game. But I will say this though, you brought this on yourself. If you're sitting out there and you're talking about you don't want to play back to backs, well, how else are you gonna get yourself in rhythm? Because really back to backs, that's the time that you should be using to get your body right. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna miss even more time. You're gonna go down as a player that was never available. That's what you're gonna go down as a very talented player, but you could never go get over the hump because you were never available. That's what your legacy is turning into. That's what your legacy is turning into. I don't want to hear, hey, let's get the likes up. Please hit the like in here. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Even if you're in the bushes, please hit the like, man. Hit the like when you come in here, please. Give your boy a like. The thing about it is that we have to come to the realization that we can't depend on Joel Embiid anymore. That's what I said in the comment section. His era is slowly diminishing along with his game. It's slowly diminishing. what he did last night, after the game particularly, that wasn't leadership. That wasn't leadership. That wasn't leadership. And I'm being very serious about this. There's a lot of players that have injuries that aren't making as many excuses as Joel Embiid. And really, you know, that's what Charles Barkley was saying last night. We have to wonder: are you hurt? Can you play? Like it's simple, white and black. It can't be in between. It's like a gray area with Joel Embiid. It's a gray area. It's like you know, sometimes you want to play, sometimes you don't. Maxey carried the load. He pretty much was running himself to the ground. Nick Nurse, with all he was playing and stuff, trying to carry the load for you, trying to pick up the slack for you, knowing damn well that you're older than him. You're supposed to be the cornerstone of the franchise. You're supposed to be the the guy that signed the max extension and everything. But yet and still, you come out there and you're talking about, oh, well, we'll have to wait and see and all this other stuff. No. If you really want to win championships, you'll go out there and okay, well, yeah, it's a risk of getting hurt, but this is what you have to understand. With every job, you take a risk. That's why. Okay, let me explain something to you. You said Embiid, Shaq. Embiid called Shaq a hater. Man, Embiid don't know what he's talking about, and I actually agree with Shaq. Shaq actually made some solid points last night. I'll give the edge to Shaq in terms of what he was doing. Shaq didn't miss nowhere near the amount of time that Joel Embiid did. But did Shaq have his flaws? Yeah, he did as a player. Like I've already said, he would come into camp out of shape. He would come into the season out of shape and had to play his way into shape. But the difference is that he was actually playing his way back into shape. It did take away from the team aspect at the time, because you know, when you're out of shape like that and you're carrying that much weight, well, there's a risk for injury, and that's what was going on with Shaq. As far as Embiid calling Shaq a hater, that's the thing with Embiid. At this point, why sit here and get all hyped? We know that was going to happen, Dad. All Embiid does is run his mouth. He does more talking than he does playing. And Shaq has the rings. Shaq is a 3-time Finals MVP. You say what you want about him. Shaq has the championship pedigree. He has the accolades, the championship accolades. Embiid doesn't have any accolades but one MVP that he begged for. That's it. Are you have more injuries to celebrate than you do championships. It's a terrible look. That's the thing, Ted. Some of these guys are in the business to be liked. This is the thing about LeBron James, right? And I got to use this example again, all right? You don't have to like LeBron James. But the one thing that you have to respect about LeBron James is that you could count it that he's going to be ready to play. He may not play the way that you want him to play. But I want to see some of these guys on social media, these guys that constantly... that are talking about LeBron James and stuff. I want them to talk about guys like Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about him. Because the last time I checked, LeBron is able to play 60-plus games. He complained about it, but he played. Joel Embiid has yet to to play 70 games in his career. So why aren't we talking about that? LeBron James is actually getting accolades. He might have, you know, he did it in a foul way, but he had the accolades. Embiid does not. You know, he's not consistently getting out of the second round. You're just now starting to see LeBron. LeBron's game has been diminishing for maybe about 3-4 years now. But the one thing that you can't say about LeBron James is the fact that he keeps his body in shape, and we just have to be real. If you don't like what I'm saying right now, hey, that's on you. Did LeBron beg for some MVPs and all that other stuff? Yeah, he did. But at least he has a reason to beg for them. You'll just tell LeBron, well, you just didn't play as well. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that you can't say is that he doesn't keep his body in shape. And I don't want to hear all this stuff about genetics and all this other stuff. Hakeem Olajuwon was 7 foot, 6'11", I think, without shoes. Kept his body in tremendous shape. Patrick Ewing, even though he had injuries, Patrick Ewing had knee braces on both knees. Got in, would constantly getting injured. He suffered a real bad injury when he was younger. He was still playing through that. That's why, like, a lot of people, they criticize Ewing. Oh, he was slow and all this other stuff. Nah, Ewing used to get up. They were like saying he was unathletic and all this other stuff. Nah, when Ewing before that injury, before that real bad injury he had, Ewing used to get up, blocking people's shot, but he didn't make no excuses. He still was there for his team, and I'm talking about big man. Alonzo Mourning, incredible shape, kept his body in shape. Dikembe Mutombo, listen, last night, Jalen Brunson, he rolled his ankle. That's like the second or third time Jalen Brunson had done that. And then guess what? He came back. A lot of people don't want to hear this type of stuff or whatever, but I'm going to say it, whether you like it or not. Last night, I was in the gym. It's about keeping your body in shape. It's not all about, how many buckets you get and all this other stuff. You can make a contribution in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really looking for Joel Embiid to be scoring a lot. What's up with it, Heath? I see you in the building. You said Ewing was overrated. Slap yourself. Go slap yourself, Heath. Go slap yourself, man. That's cap. Ewing was not overrated. You're talking about one of the top elite big men of all time in the 80s and the 90s. And he was always in the top 5, at least the top 10 or top 5 in for big men in scoring, always in field goal percentage, always in blocks, always in rebounds. Slap that shit for what you just said. You said he's overrated. Ewing has been to the finals. Hello, sir. He has been to the finals. Where has Joel Embiid been to? Second round. That stops that argument. Cut it out, man. Right. What did Joel Embiid choke in? Come on, man. You got to come stronger than that. You got to come stronger than that. Way stronger than that, Heath. I know your Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated and everything, man, but you said Ewing was overrated. If he was overrated, then how come he got to the finals? What are we talking about here? You said Ewing was overrated. Think about what you just said. Think about how many conference finals he's been in. How many conference finals had Joel Embiid been in? None! You can't even get out the second fucking round, and you telling me Ewing is overrated. Go watch some film on Ewing when he came out of Georgetown, and you tell me if that motherfucker is overrated. What does that make Joel Embiid? He can't even play fucking 70 games. You can't even play fucking 70 games. You can't even get through an entire season. And you telling me Ewing is overrated. Get the fuck out of here. He was in top 5 in everything as a big man. Go look that shit up. You didn't see Ewing went no 2-8 fucking record? The fuck is wrong with you? You don't say Ewing is overrated. You don't say Mourning is overrated. You damn sure don't say Shaquille O'Neal is overrated. You don't say Wilt Chamberlain overrated. Bob McAdoo, Wes Unseld. Let's talk history. Since you know so goddamn much. You out your fucking mind. Talk about Ewing is underrated. You talking about a guy that went to the final. What have Joel Embiid done but run his fucking mouth? Talk about Shaq is a hater. Motherfucker, you a hater. You need to put a dick in your motherfucking mouth because your ass don't got shit to talk about. Pause. I'm talking about Embiid. Talk about Ewing is overrated. Okay, so what? He missed a goddamn layup. Think about what situation he was in. Yeah, he should have dunked it. You can't put Joel Embiid in that situation. You know why? Because he has yet to get there. And this is really going to hurt people's feelings when I say this shit right here. I'd rather have LeBron James 4 and 6 in the finals than I have Joel Embiid never even sniffing the goddamn finals. You never even in goddamn position, man. You care more about scoring and MVPs and shit like that you getting on your knees for, begging Adam Silver to get and shit like that. They gave you a sympathy MVP, nigga. Gave you a goddamn sympathy MVP. Yeah, you heard me. I didn't stutter. Yeah, I'll take 4 and 6. Let me break it down for Heath, all right? Let me break it down for you, my brother. I would rather. No, I'll make it even better for you. I would rather have 1 and 9 Jerry West making the finals and not winning than to not ever get to a conference finals. Do I need to say it in Indonesian? Do I need to say it in Spanish? Do I need to say it in Haitian Creole? Do I need to say it in Chinese? Do I need to say it in Mandarin? Do I need to say it in Russian? Do I need to say it in German? Do I need to say it in Italian? Do I need to say it in French? At least he's getting there. You're not putting your team in position. You are a detriment to your team. But you talk about Ewing is overrated. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Talking about Ewing is overrated. Go say that. Go say that to the niggas in the LDBC. I want you to go say that to the niggas in the LDBC. Go say that. Go say that stupid shit you said to LVZ. Go say that shit. Go say that to 78. Go say that to Ticky. Go say it. You damn sure. You better not say that shit to Too Raw. Go say that shit to LB. Hell, say that shit to Cypress. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Talk about Ewing is overrated. You don't know basketball. I usually don't like talking to motherfuckers like this, but I just have to. I'm sorry. I try to be PG-13 and all this other bullshit, but when you say stupid shit like that, man, you delusional. Shit, man, my motherfucking man. If you was around my goddamn family, man, they stay on your motherfucking helmet. Pause. Talking about Ewing is overrated. Yeah, right, nigga. You better go look at the stats. Matter of fact, go look at the games played. Go look at the games played in comparison to Joel Embiid. Then we'll have a conversation. But until that, you can't compare Embiid to a Ewing. Hell, you can't compare Embiid to a goddamn Rick Smith. You know why? Rick Smith made it to a finals, motherfucker. You can't even compare that motherfucker to Bill Laimbeer, Alex. That motherfucker can't even compare Embiid to Bill Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer got rings. Bill Laimbeer got rings. John Sally got rings. Man, you easy work. Shit, Eric Dampier done made it to the finals. PJ Brown, at least he been to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jamal McGlory, he done been to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh my God. This motherfucker said Ewing is overrated. Oh my God, man. Now, if you would have said that about Greg Oden, yeah, I'd have gave you some props. But you said Patrick Ewing from Kingston, Jamaica. From Jamaica, man. I know everything about Ewing. Used to love that man's shoes. You better stop it, Heath. I'm on one this morning. So, we already know about Joel Embiid. I'm going to stop talking about him, man, because he got to get in rhythm. I said he got to get in rhythm. It's going to take him a couple games, but he don't have no excuses. We already expect we already expect him not to play back to back. We already know that. You said give you Zoe over Ewing? Not a healthy Ewing, no. I'm taking Ewing all day. Alonzo Mourning was great though. They both Georgetown alums, but I'm taking Ewing in his prime. Ewing was a better scorer. Ewing had better post moves. Defense though, as far as defense was concerned, Alonzo was better. Alonzo was better on the block on defense, and he was a better rebounder. And he was undersized at that. A lot of people don't realize Alonzo Mourning was only like 6'9". I'm taking Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing is a better scorer, better shooter. And I'm talking about a young Patrick Ewing. You looking at Ewing with the knee braces and all that other stuff with the goddamn flat top. Nah, I'm taking Ewing with the brush cut. But as far as defense, Zoe was hands down one of the best defenders ever. Lockdown D, and on top of that, he knew how to play at the high post defense. Come on, let's get surgical. Let's really talk. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all do that clown basketball shit. Oh well, I'll take. Ewing was overrated. Why was he overrated? Why? You can't tell me a reason why. You can't give me 5 legitimate reasons why Ewing was overrated. Can guess. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick Ewing wasn't overrated, man. He wasn't overrated at all. He wasn't overrated. Um, now last night Cooper Flagg for Duke. He made his anticipated debut as well on national TV. Anyways, we already now we're 2-1, but we were 2-0. We were number 6. We faced a really scrappy and athletic Kentucky team. Kentucky ended up beating us 77-72. Even though Cooper Flagg, he had I think it was 26 and 12. That doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, you lost the game, and on top of that, y'all were supposed to be, y'all are in the top 10. I don't care if he's 17 years old. Okay, cry me a river. You're playing now. I don't want to like all these excuses that you make for Cooper Flagg and all this other stuff. Oh, he's just 17 years old. That doesn't mean any shit. That doesn't mean shit. Kobe Bryant was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Garnett was 18 years old. Jermaine O'Neal was 18 years old. I'm talking about in the NBA. Come on now, let's LeBron James, he was 18 years old. Come on, we got to start with Sean Kemp, Moses Malone, all these guys, man. They weren't even old enough to drink yet. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Talk about, oh, he's 17 years old. Nah, you playing for Duke. You are in the top 10. You number 6, and you got beat by a number 19 seed Kentucky team. Let's cut it out. And you talk about, oh, he gonna come in, he gonna dominate. He the next Keith Van Horn and all this other BS. Nah, I'm gonna tell you who Cooper Flagg reminds me of. Cooper Flagg reminds me of Tom Chambers. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Tom Chambers. He is athletic, and he's long. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but let's stop decorating these guys. That right there, that just showed me alone that you're not going to be able to, carry a team like that on your own dolo, like they talking about, or come in and automatically dominating. That was your chance to show people right there, and that's pretty much, you're on primetime TV. Everybody is hyping you up and stuff. You were supposed to show up. You were supposed to lead your team to victory. So I don't want to hear none of this stuff. People coming into the comment section talking about, oh yeah, well he's just 17 years old, making all these excuses for shit. That don't mean shit. What you think? The type of criticism that he gonna get when he get in the NBA? They criticize Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama was getting criticized, talking about he was too skinny, talking about Shaq was talking about he shoot too many jumpers and all this other stuff. What you think? What type of criticism he gonna get when he get in the league? One good pickup game against the pros in the off season on video. That doesn't mean that you automatically gonna come in and dominate. Just because you had a real good game in a pickup game and stuff, that's not gonna automatically make you no Hall of Famer. That don't mean shit. You playing against guys. You were playing against champions. You don't forget. You You got to go more than one game in the playoffs. It's an 82 game season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't automatically be ready to decorate them. Now I'm gonna cut him just a little bit of slack for the fact that, okay, maybe he'll come on later in the season, but you're gonna have to bounce back from this. But I'm not gonna decorate Cooper Flagg. I mean, he's got tremendous athleticism, but you still got to learn how to win. You could be athletic all day. That's not gonna make you a successful NBA player. You still need some more tools. You still got to know what to do down the stretch. You still have to learn down the stretch what to do toward the end of the game. Y'all had the game too. We had the game. Duke had the game. You know what I'm saying? We were up. We were up by one, but we just made. I'm not either. I mean, will he play in the NBA? Yes, he will. Is he athletic? Yes, he is. But you got to be more than that. You got to be more than that. Extremely athletic. You know what I'm saying? Could come through the lane. Antonio McDyess, extremely athletic. LJ, extremely athletic. Desmond Mason, extremely athletic. Hell, Vince Carter, extremely athletic. But it takes more than just athleticism, to stand out amongst the great and to come in and dominate. Because I wouldn't be criticizing him right now if they wouldn't have said, "Oh yeah, he's gonna come into the NBA. He's the next best thing. He's gonna dominate and all this other stuff." I've been watching him, and did he do good against the USA Olympic team? Yeah, he did phenomenal. But I mean, that was a pickup game, and a lot of those guys don't want to get hurt. You got to think about who you were playing against. You playing against some of them guys that got injuries, that had injuries. They're not trying to. You said, does he have a bag? Well, yeah. I mean, he has a bag, but that bag is not gonna make you any successful. Yeah, like he had a bag, right? But guess who got the win? Kentucky did. Now they're moving up in the rankings. They got beat by a 19th seed. Duke, we were ranked number 6. They took down a powerhouse. And on top of that, you took down the number 1, because they got him ranked as the number 1 player in the country. You took down the number 1 player. You took down a top 10 team. What does that make you look like? Now you know what people gonna call you. Now he was up in there talking about overrated. Now, dare I say overrated now? Okay, I understand 26 points and all this other stuff, but they're not looking at that. They're not looking at that. You're telling me that, okay, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna go in the league, damn near 30 points and everything like that, but then is that gonna equate to championship? Is that gonna hang banners? Is that gonna make you our franchise player? Because if that's the case, then you're gonna be another Joel Embiid. Bunch of numbers and all this other stuff, hype train and stuff like that, but you can never get over the hump. It don't mean nothing, man, if you're not supremely focused. But I said what I said about Cooper Flagg. I want to talk about Steph Curry and Klay. Man, it was weird as fuck seeing both of them guys apart and playing against each other, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like, damn, man. It kind of hurt me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Man. Hey, look, man. I don't like to get all sentimental and all this other shit, man. But Man, it was crazy and it was weird seeing both of those guys in different jerseys when we talk about Steph and when we talk about Klay. Like, um, Steph Curry, he got the edge. They got the win. They went on I think it was a 10 to nothing run. Dallas had the game in the bag, but Golden State came on back. Um, Steph Curry had 37. Klay Thompson had 22, if I'm not mistaken. Really good game. It lived up to the hype. These guys were neck and neck. And the thing I gotta wonder about Dallas, man. I'm kind of concerned about Dallas, um, especially their defense down the stretch. And that's not like Jason Kidd. Well, it was in the finals, but Jason Kidd usually coaches his team to play defense down the stretch and hold on to the lead and sustain the lead. But um, that's not what was taking place. That's not what was taking place. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, my throat. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, my throat. Um, Jason Kidd, they're gonna have to execute better down the stretch, man. I'm seeing. I'm really concerned about Dallas. Like a lot of people are saying that they can make it back, but these teams are starting to. They're executing better down the stretch. OKC, they're executing better down the stretch, and I know OKC they want to get their get back from last season, and I don't blame them. Dallas should not have been in the Western Conference Final. Let's just call it what it is. They shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been in the Western Conference Finals. Um, I don't think Dallas is going to make it back to the finals. They don't know how to execute down the stretch. Ted. They don't. They don't, man. Um, I know that they're brilliant scorers and everything like that, but you got to do better down the stretch. They've had a taste of what it's like to be in the finals, but OKC is very hungry to get in the finals. Now, as soon as Chet Holmgren gets healthy and everything, as soon as John Morant, hopefully John Morant, he comes back with a bang. If they face one of them, or if they face a Houston, I know Houston is young. They're young. They're inexperienced, but they've been battle tested. You know what I'm saying? Houston was at 500. They were above 500. They just didn't make the play in last season. Remember that. They were just left out of the play in. H Town was. Well, Jalen Green he's always been phenomenal. He just needed to improve his shot selection and his field. He shot a low percentage. I think that's what I was telling the brother Greenleaf. Shout out to Greenleaf. Um, he shot a real low percentage, but he always had the talent, and he came on hot. Um, Toward the end of the season, man, he was red hot. Jalen Green is that guy, man. I could see Jalen Green being an all star. I mean, we got to realize, man, what Houston 7-5, I think 7-4, 7-5. They're fourth or fifth in the West. I see Klay Thompson went to the Mavericks. Yep, he been at the Mavericks, baby. He been with the Mavericks, sweetie. Um, and they played last night. Him and Steph Curry played. He took a L though. He had to hold that L, IMC. Um, but yeah, Klay Thompson went to he's with the Mavericks. He's up in the D now. and they played against each other last night. That was their first time playing against each other. But unfortunately, Klay ended up losing the game. Oh, you did? Did you like it? Have you been to a Hawks game yet, IMC? Do you go to a lot of the Hawks games? You a Klay Thompson fan? I thought you was a Trey Young fan. You like Klay? Okay. All right. She like Klay. I thought you liked Trey Young, man. Yeah, I've always liked Klay. And that's the thing. IMC, we got something in common. We got something in common. I'm sorry, man. I'm losing my voice. I can't do my David Ruffin. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Y'all lucky I'm losing my voice, man. I have to serenade to IMC. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know. Hey, IMC, I don't know if you seen Temptation. You remember that? When they were singing, they were following the girls home, and they hit them with this. They hit them with this, Ted. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all know nothing about that, man. Five heartbeats, temptations. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know nothing about that, man. Nah, but yeah, man. Klay is my guy, man. I always like Klay. I like Klay. I like both of them. I like Steph Curry. Ted knows this. Everybody knows this. People get mad when I say this. I'm like, you can't have LeBron James in the GOAT conversation and not have Curry in the GOAT conversation. I'm not saying he the overall GOAT, but for what Steph Curry has done, for what um for what Steph Curry has done, Paige, I can't get in conversation. No, it's okay. It's all right. Shit, you do your thing, beautiful. Make sure y'all go follow Iron She. Very hard working queen. Working in that hospital. You know what I'm saying? Dedicating to saving lives, man. Salute to IMC, man. But yeah, man. Steph Curry, you can't have him. You can't not have him in the GO conversation. And the reason is because listen, check this out. And I'll say it again. Curry has an overall winning record in the finals. Okay, two of those. Okay, we know Kevin Durant was there, but he won without Kevin Durant. He won with Kevin Durant, and he won without Kevin Durant. So that closes that. He got a winning record against LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's beat LeBron more times than LeBron has beat him. Okay. He got a unanimous MVP on his resume. You said Friday. I'm taking a 4-day. It's real. Man, I am sheet now. Hold on, Queen. I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute, Heath. You know I was fucking with you earlier, Heath, man. That shit you said earlier though, man. You was capping though, man. Talk about you and overrated, man. But I am sheet, man. What happened to your ass last night, girl? Man, I was in the gym, man. I told you to pull up, man. Y'all was supposed to pull up last night. I went live for y'all in the gym. I did a live workout. I did back. Today we gonna do chest. We doing chest today. Chest and tricep. Be sure to pull up. Be sure to pull up to my other channel, On the Fly Fitness and Nutrition. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. I was doing back. I did upper back and lower back. So pull up, man. Get y'all asses off the couch, man. Get in that gym. Get on the treadmill. Get under some iron. Look at you. I knew you did. I knew you did. That's what you just wanted. You were looking for Ray and Tyrone and them to walk up in there. Oh man, I am she in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know them hood niggas that walk into the gym, they ain't got no business being in the gym. They come in there smelling like a pound. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yeah, I'm in here, I'm working out. Come up in there smelling like Black and Mild and weed. It's On the Fly. Go look at my community page, On the Fly Fitness and Nutrition. Go look at the community page and you'll see. I posted it. Y'all gotta go to the community page. I posted it last night and just hit the link and you'll see all of my workouts. Yeah, I was doing back last night. Today we doing chest. I do a little bit of arms or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday I did back and we did abs. Yeah, water bottle full of Henny. Hey, but you know what though? When I was super young, Ted, because growing up, you know what I'm saying, the basketball court was right there, right next to the projects. Nigga, yeah, there were hoopers there, but man, I remember one time, man, this guy, he was like way older than me, but I was just playing ball. He was like, yeah. Man, go ahead and get you some of this in here. He had a water bottle and it had cognac in there, Ted. And I was like, whoa, what is this? He was like, yeah, man, get some of that juice in you. Yeah, man, and he was sipping that water bottle, but like a lot of the older cats, they would be smelling like liquor, but they could hoop. They could really hoop. Like they was going hard. You could smell the liquor coming out their pores and everything, and they wouldn't be fucking up either. I'm talking about nylon all day. These niggas was coming down dunking and not on no single rim. Hey Ted, double rim. They was coming down cupping the ball on double rim. Yeah, like old school with the chains. Y'all remember the chains? Now that's how you know a nigga Ted probably think I'm like ancient, but nah, y'all don't know nothing about the chains on the goals, nigga. Oh yeah, hey, we listen. We got the spring coming out. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to put that two-piece on. For my fellas, y'all want to come with that, Martin Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to come out with that, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get it in the winter so you could go ahead and break that out, you know what I'm saying, Ted? So you could come out there, you know what I'm saying? Oiled up like Joe to see, you know what I'm talking about? Coming down like H-Town, somebody rocking, knocking the boots. Built like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, with his steroid taking ass. But salute to The Rock though. Yeah, we doing chest dumbbells. I've had to be in a gym that I really don't want to be in just for this time period. But I'll be back on the normal weights. The normal weights that I was on. Cause I did get into a car accident a while back or whatever, and I had a little bit of back pain or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of eased off of the weights just a little bit or whatever, but I had to get myself back into the groove of things. So I was stuck with this gym, and then I'll be back in the. You said I have a platinum in it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Unfortunately, I don't like Planet Fitness, so I am she. They don't have free. They don't go hardcore in there like how I'm accustomed to going. If you look at my how I used to work out, then you'll understand why they don't go hardcore. Yeah, I come from an environment where they yelling, slamming down the weights. You know what I'm saying? Then they got a basketball gym right there. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's what I come from. You know what I'm saying? Over there, you can't slam the weights down. They got what that lurk, that lunk alert. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, sir. You can't slam down the weights. There will be no yelling in here. But man, I seen a motherfucker. He was up in there, man. One of my guys up in there, man. Man, I was about to go out of the gym. I am she. Man, this motherfucker was eating a hot and ready in the gym, eating some pizza. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, nigga, man, where mine at, nigga? Shit, you gonna eat pizza? That's the wrong place to be eating some goddamn pizza. Oh, you do? You got a night gym set up at your house? Oh, okay. So you really be taking it serious. Okay, I am she be in there. She be like, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I know, I know, I know. All right, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications too. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Be sure to follow my girl. I am she. She does travel. She does cooking, and you know that she gonna work out. She gonna keep that body tight and right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well boxing community. Salute to all of my subs too as well. Till then, man, I'm gone.